Hey, Carl, great to be with you and Shirley and Kristen and all the Claytonistas here tonight. It's a joy for me and also to welcome Democrats across the board, independents, and just you free thinkers and truth seekers who are looking for something that might be honest in politics again. And that's our guy, Clayton Tucker. You know, years ago, a humorist who was kind of a precursor of Will Rogers said, every now and then an innocent man gets sent to the legislature. and I think that's what we're in danger of here, of sending an innocent man, Clayton Tucker, to the Texas legislature to straighten that place out for the people, to take it back from the corporate powers that are running roughshod over all of us. I've known Clayton now for quite a while, and he's a terrific guy. He is of, by, and for rural Texas. He speaks rural because he is rural, pure Texas populism. In fact, he showed me just over a year ago a monument right outside of Lampasas, where his family ranches up there, where he ranches himself. Clayton raises goats, he raises bees, he raises cattle, he raises donkeys, he raises olives. I think he raises spam. I understand he's got a big spam herd up there as well. Anyway, Clayton uh, is is pure Texas populism, and he took me out to a place just outside of Lampasas where Texas populism and the national populist movement actually began in about 1877, 1878 in a farmhouse right outside of Lampasas. And these were just pure hard luck, hard scrabble Texas people who were being run roughshod over by the banks and the railroad monopolies that were squeezing them out. And they formed an organization then, the populist movement. That's the most progressive movement ever developed in the United States of America, short of the civil rights movement, many, many years later. So he comes out of this purebred Texas populist progressive spirit. He's a rancher. He's been a kindergarten teacher. He speaks Mandarin. I think that'll be very useful in the Texas legislature. They can't seem to speak English, so maybe Mandarin might help. Actually, he's a fifth generation Texas rancher, a hardworking son of the Texas soil. He won't be just another Paxton puppet as the incumbent is, a corporate sycophant. He is going to be out there pushing for the movement, the progressive movement that embodies the true Texas spirit. A lot of people don't know it, but Texans are not only do they not want big government to run their lives, they don't want big corporations running their lives either. The first Texas Constitution outlawed banks. Not a lot of people know that because the banks were exploiting them, and so they fought back. And it's that fighting spirit that Clayton will bring into the Texas legislature and into Texas politics generally, because he's of the Bernie Sanders school that it's not just about me, it is about us. We've got to create a movement. One campaign isn't going to do it. One candidate isn't going to do it. One office holder isn't going to do it. We've got to create a movement that elects many, many people who stand with the people instead of with the corporate interests. So he is out to build a base, working with other good Democrats, progressives who are running for legislature, running for Congress as well. Got to build the movement out there. And he's going to do that by standing with the farmers, with the rural communities, with rural businesses, with the workers in our country. You know, he's not just going to be a go along kind of guy. That's my main message to you. When I was first elected ag commissioner, a lobbyist came up to me and said, "Well, Hightower, now if you'll just move over to the middle of the road, we can get along." And I was telling a West Texas farmer about that later. And that farmer laughed and said, "Hightower, there's nothing in the middle of the road but yellow stripes and dead armadillos. So get out there with your friends, fight for the people themselves." And that's what Clayton Tucker is going to do. Medicare for all, the farm and ranch needs in our country. He's going to be a leader who actually leads, who's willing to take on what I call the 6 Bs, the bosses, the bankers, the billionaires, big shots, bastards, and bullshitters who've been running roughshod over us. It's time for us to fight back, and Clayton Tucker is a way to get that done.